call me Dope Fiend.
Go ahead. Wyatt. Hope you're welcome.
Dear audience, we early heads of present style and consciousness are the daddies of the age.
The beats and standing up got laughed at by the civilization. All the academic, you don't know how much hatred was for these guys, and sneers, and teachers would snicker.
Please, you may as well open.
From the moment the Beard first opened in Los Angeles, every night city vice squad detectives arrested the cast and the producer.
When are we going to get controversial again, Alan? That's all getting to the date, don't you think so? How many years have you been busted? I mean, we're in trouble here.
I was busted just 3 weeks ago.
Of course. There you go.
Literary movements for 200.
Allen Ginsberg, Jack Kerouac, and Lawrence Ferlinghetti were part of this group of writers.
Jeopardy, TV program.
Oh.
Burroughs, Kerouac, and Ginsey are accepted in the literary style.
On the contrary, Gregory.
The point is, those three were the big ones, and if anybody afterwards is...
Well, that's all right with me.
But it ain't all right with me, because they were the only way to place me. I had my book published before his.
Gregory, you seem very bitter, and
Bitter?
your poetry and your work is so joyful and happy.
Bitter? I'm not a bitter man. Bitter?
I bet my palms top all your shots. Watch the game, you don't even know what's going to happen 80 years from now. These fuckers may be in the ante.
Gregory Corso.
Whereas Lowell-born author Jack Kerouac is known as one of this century's most important figures in American literature.
Now everybody says, oh, I went to school with him. Oh, yes, I knew him very well.
Dear Daddy Jack, I am your real daughter that you never found. Love everlasting, Jen Michelle. They have totally shat upon the whole premise of the Beat Generation, which is to be free and free speech, and it's Kerouac gate.
Ladies and gentlemen, an American hero, American bard, American genius.
You can't see on the left, it says all proceeds for this image go to the Jack Kerouac School of Poetics in Naropa Institute, Boulder, Colorado.
Oh, that's great. This goes to the...
I got my alibi.
Oh, that's good. That's a good cause.
I have my alibi for not selling out.
Not many people do. No.
Teacher, death, I do thank you for inspiring me to sing this blues. Father, breath, once more.
Allen died April 5th, 1997. He said to me, I thought I would be terrified, but I'm exhilarated. His last words to me. Larry was another. I talked to Tim the night of his death. He said, why not?
I saw God in the sky in the form of huge gold sunburning clouds above the desert. It seemed to point a finger at me and say, pass here and go on. You're on the road to heaven.
Let us pray. Our Father, whose art's in heaven, hallowed be thy name, unless things change.
Keep the fire alive. Keep love alive, brothers. Keep love alive.
Do you still write poems and things? Still?
Me? Yeah. I never stop in my life writing poetry. When I feel like writing a poem, I write a poem. How can you stop?
Could you give us a line of the newest that you
A
ever...
line? A line? Yeah. All right. Death is a rumor spread by life. How's that?
You'll come again?
It's continuing a tradition. You know, it's continuing a tradition and finding our antecedents. It means we have to look back before we can look forward.
You should be putting me out of my misery. Give me some snack and a case of blackjack, and I will save us all from a world of shit.
His legs were left in Vietnam. His arms were found in Sing Sing. His scalp is on Nixon's belt. His blood paints the streets of the ghetto. His eyes are still looking for Jesus to come down from some cloud and make everything all right when Jesus died in Attica.
They just stepped right off the edge, and we're on the edge too.
We need our light right now. I say now or never right now. Give us our sight right now. Give us our light right now. Now or never right now.
Talked about the hot sperm seed being spilled on the ground and how the birds fluttered. And you know, I was 16 and I knew what that was about, and you didn't talk about it, you know. And it let me feel okay. It let me feel okay.
Bashful beneath her t-shirt, draped across shoulder blades and collarbones, pushes straw hair from hollowed eyes and asks, "Am I beautiful to you?"
I could clearly see revealed the connection of her black seam stockings and her red garters, like two deadly circuits fused to activate a device of total annihilation.
Vengan todos mis hermanos y hermanas, all the mambo kings and cumbia queens, Aztec lords, Inca princesses, every Hernandez and Fernandez. It's time to make our move.
Don't tell me about it. I don't want to know about 6-year-old black girls getting raped by 12 pigs in KKK uniforms, carving up her belly and throwing her out in Staten Island like some kind of sack of garbage in a plastic sheet.
Oh, MTV, you must shine like a beacon, for I am getting old and my knees are creaking. Please give these young people some food for thought. You really should. You really ought.
I read Kerouac and I feel that what he's saying is that he's not looking for a universal meaning to life, but he's saying, fuck you, I'm gonna make my own meaning, and if you don't like it, then kiss my ass.
I was mute, tongue-tied, burdened by shadows and silence. Now I speak, and my burden is lightened, lifted, free.
I know this body is impatient. I know I constitute only a meager voice and mind, yet I loved, I love. I want no sentimentality. I want no more than home.
A young person will come up to me, and he'll be standing there. Maybe he'll have a mohawk, or maybe he'll have one side of his head shaved and the other side in dreads. And he and I are sharing many of the same thoughts. He's anti-war. He believes in the environment. And that person will say, "Whatever happened to the Beats and to the '60s? Did they just get run over by the steamroller of the corporations?" And it makes me want to laugh, because this kid is so much like what so many people from that period made possible. He's standing there in his own natural, much freer body asking me those things, and it's kind of funny because I think, you know, you're us.
Because we're the source.
What is that feeling when you're driving away from people and they recede on the plane till you see their specks dispersing? It's the too huge world vaulting us, and it's goodbye. But we lean forward to the next crazy venture beneath the skies.